Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to The Subject Matter. I'm your host, Stephen Jenkins, here with your co-host, Mr. Jonathan Dayton. We are experts in nothing, here to give you our thoughts and opinions on all of it. I think today what we should talk about is, I feel like, we've made it past 50 episodes. I'm feeling pretty good. What do you feel? How do you feel?
Different.
Different.
A little different.
Little odd, but I like it. I like how we're feeling. I'm excited to see what we're going to talk about next. I think we really haven't talked to each other about what we're experts in to each other, right?
No,
so I know some things about video stuff. That's of course what I went to school for, and I feel like you kind of have more ins and outs, and I don't know what you do. So I think we should share about what we do, what we're experts in, to each other.
Yeah, no, that sounds pretty good. Sounds like
also, I must give this a shout out to our listeners. One of our listeners, the great Trevor McCabe. Yeah, we've had him on a couple times. He gave us this prompt to do today.
Sure,
so
awesome.
Yeah, he would get mad at me if I didn't shout him out.
Yeah, awesome.
I think, if I remember correctly, Aiden Sensabaugh, who was our first ever guest on the podcast.
The second
episode, I think he has more episodes now. I think he's our most episodes, maybe.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I think we'll debate it down in the comments. Anyway, so do you want to get started, or do you want me to?
Sure. I am Jonathan Dayton, as you all know. I am, father, firefighter, fireman, fire truck. I've, politics. I do a lot of political stuff. I just went on a trip with my family.
Oh.
It was really lovely.
Oh, yeah.
Really nice.
How's the baby?
Baby's doing great.
Yep.
Baby's doing wonderful. Addie's hanging out with her tonight. Very fun. Good stuff. Doing baby things.
Fair enough.
I'm really excited. I got a wipe warmer. If you've never used one, parents out there, get one. It changes your life. It's amazing. But I'm so excited for this wipe warmer. Addie said she didn't want one, but, we all know who is the favorite parent because, warm wipes.
Okay.
They change it.
I don't know. Also, we lost the logo, so
That's terrible.
You
You can edit it in post.
I'm not going to do that. But I don't know what a wipe warmer is.
No.
I mean, I do, but what is it?
Well,
why would we want it?
It's exactly what it sounds like, Steven. It's you put your wipes in it and then it heats it. It's like a heated blanket or like a little space heater for wet wipes.
So when it's you get the luxury of a warm.
The luxury of a warm.
Yeah, I feel like that's something I would want.
Yeah,
in my
as an
house.
adult. Yes.
Not in my apartment, but when I get a house, was settled in, I would want something there. I think that's something that's something I could see myself getting for my house, when I settle down.
For sure.
That'd be just a comfortable thing, to have around the house, just be warm. That way it's cold, I like the cold, but
you gotta have a balance.
Yeah, a balance, exactly.
Don't touch the thermostat.
What?
Don't touch the thermostat.
Don't. Yeah.
I learned that as a father.
AC keeps it nice and cool.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah. Anything else you want to share with me? Keep sharing with me.
Let's see. I don't know. I
know you firefighter Jonathan Dayton. Give me a little firefighter knowledge.
Well, I'm not doing as much firefighting now, being a father. I've taken a little bit of a step back, but
Fair enough.
I'm still getting use out of the articulating boom ladder here and there, and
wait. Okay. For the uneducated, not me, what is say it again?
An articulating boom ladder.
Articulating boom ladder. What is an articulating
It is an apparatus with a series of booms and a platform on the end, and it is maneuvered into position by adjusting the various boom sections into place to position the platform at the desired location.
Other question. What is a boom?
It's a very loud noise.
Okay, in the context of a boom ladder. I feel like it's weird to have a boom ladder. What is a boom?
Is true.
Like a boom mic? I know what a boom mic is.
Yeah, you know what that is from learning.
We're not segueing yet.
Oh, we're not. Okay. Fair enough. Well, just kind of general stuff. Still, like I said, still using the trucks, the hoses, the fire hydrants.
Good.
All those good things.
What about the fire dogs? Do you use fire dogs? I actually don't know anything about your work.
I've never had a fire dog. Oh, we don't have a dog.
What about
we have pigs?
Yes.
And ducks and geese. And I think a hamster. Geckos. We have gecko. People have since the baby got back home, we've had people come visit the baby. People have forgotten that we have geckos. And so when they come into our house, they'll notice the geckos now for some reason. It's like the baby accentuated the gecko. So people look up and they're like, "You have geckos?" I'm like, "Yeah, we've had them for a while."
Fair enough. Yeah, makes sense. I always remembered you have geckos.
Yeah, because you're smart like that, Steven.
Thank you, Jonathan. Anyway, continue. I feel like I need a little bit more.
Have you heard of a CO2 extinguisher?
Yes, I actually had to use one, but that's another story for another time.
Have I heard this story?
No, you weren't there. No, you have. Maybe you have. I don't know.
We'll talk.
That's a good
talk
podcast
after. We'll
episode.
talk. Yeah, well, that's for a different episode. No, fire extinguishers, CO2 extinguishers. A lot of people call them fire extinguishers. It's not true. It's a CO2 extinguisher. That's
Gotcha.
what all firefighters call them.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
of course.
I like it.
Yeah, no, firefighting is a very dangerous and wonderful job. But
Oh, if you didn't know, he was a firefighter.
yeah, CO2 extinguishers, not fire extinguishers.
No.
Very different.
Different things.
All firefighters know that.
Fair enough.
And still cracking around, still working with the volunteer fire department for the uneducated. That is a group of individuals who are not paid but volunteer to fight fires.
Now, wait, can you say that again?
It is a group of individuals who are not paid, who volunteer to fight fires, and are often professionally trained and equipped, similar to paid firefighters. However, they are not paid.
Also, thank you for moving up to the mic.
Yeah.
You can stay there. Yeah.
I've been told to be closer to the mic. Is this good? Is this good for you, Steven? Is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's good. Yeah.
This isn't going to be a problem
Nope.
for you to fix and
Nope.
post.
I'll do it. It's fine.
Yep.
This is gonna get cut. Anyway, yeah. Segue.
Segue. Yeah.
Boom, Mike.
Boom,
Anyway, okay. So, as some of you guys might know, I went to school for video production.
Where did you go to school, Steven?
At Frostburg State University.
Wow.
So, if you guys don't know what that is, look it up. FSU. I went there mainly because it was close to home, and it had what I needed to get done. So, you guys didn't know.
You took a lot of classes at FSU.
I did take a lot of classes. I ended up graduating around the time of COVID, which was very odd to me. But so basically what I'm doing now, I actually got a newer job that is basically marketing production. So I do a lot of work with videos and pictures for the company, which is very exciting. I really enjoy editing when I get into the groove of things. It's a really, I thought I wasn't gonna like it as much as I do, but I get into the groove and I really like it.
Fair enough.
So yeah.
So video production.
Video production.
What's your favorite video that you've ever?
What's my favorite video? Okay.
just produced, edited,
So-
filmed?
Some of you listening, because they're in the video, might know that we did, because of course you know we did martial arts for a long time. One of our good friends, who I've actually had on the podcast, was doing a big, giant self-defense demo. And I recorded it, of course, to make sure we remembered what it was. And I took that, and I overlaid it with the Smash Brothers theme, and like gave it all the Smash Bros sounds. That's one of the videos I look back and watch it again, and I'm like, I was so happy with how it turned out.
Fair enough.
It's like, yeah, I'm just really happy. I would like to do more of that kind of stuff in the future.
Yeah, no, my favorite video that you probably... Thank you. My favorite video that you've done is probably the music video you did for, like, around Christmas. I think it was, like, one of your finals.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it was.
And you did a music video. I'm in it. And I got to fall from your staircase.
Yes, that was very interesting video to film.
We definitely did
We
not...
had a lot of people in my house,
We did.
and they did not. It was a little crazy,
Yeah.
crazy to get there.
And it was interesting. Can Caitlin didn't do anything in the video.
No.
She just sat.
She sat there.
Yeah.
But it worked. I think I liked the way it looked.
It was good though.
So yeah.
Not to roast Caitlin, but
Yeah. But yeah, I had a lot of little projects like that at FSU. Yeah. By the way, we're not sponsored by Frostburg State University, but we could be.
We could be.
So I'll take a college sponsorship. Yeah. Anyway.
Would that be a scholarship for a
No.
podcast or just a sponsorship?
Sponsorship.
I mean,
We'd be promoting them.
we could technically go to school
Good.
for the podcast.
I already did. But
Well, that's true.
you did too.
You know, I did go to school. I have a
Mhm.
master's degree in management and leadership.
Yes.
So lots
I
of hard
think-
work went into that.
You and I together, because of course I have a bachelor's in mass communication with like a focus on audio and video production and a minor in film studies,
Yeah.
kind of, to kind of make it easy for them, for you guys. I feel like you and I, because of that, they're pretty qualified to run a podcast.
Yeah.
Sometimes I question that decision.
Of all the
You
men
know?
in their mid-20s to run a podcast, we are
Mhm.
two of
Me.
them.
Fair enough. Yeah, I like it. I don't know. I think since we made 50, I feel like that's a good milestone. We have some good
Yeah.
time to move on.
We have room to grow.
A lot of room to grow. You know,
This might be.
I know.
I know
We
you were
might be
talking about it
leaving.
earlier. This might be one of the last episodes in
Maybe.
this space.
maybe we'll see. We'll see
We
what
talked
happens.
about getting a new space before.
You guys will see. You guys, we'll keep them in the loop.
Yeah.
I think so.
I'm updated
But yeah.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, Stephen,
Yes, John.
I have a question because being a father,
Yes,
I am.
as you are.
Yes, indeed. I've noticed that there is a trend. I have a lot of like nursery rhymes and songs that Addie's been playing around the house that are interesting. I'd like to hear what nursery rhymes did you hear growing up, Stephen?
I mean, I was homeschooled.
Yeah.
So a lot of my nursery rhymes, it depends on what you like. If you think about like classics like Humpty Dumpty, heard that a lot. Felt bad for that guy.
Yeah.
Itsy Bitsy Spider.
He also
Little Miss Muffet.
Why did everyone in nursery rhymes get attacked?
But I also heard a lot of like how do I put it? Like biblical stories.
Fair enough.
Like Zacchaeus.
Yeah, Zacchaeus.
That guy.
He was
a wee little man.
yeah.
So we've talked about that. But that's what I heard a lot of when I was growing up. And those are probably, if you asked me to sing a nursery rhyme, that's probably what I would say. Something one of those.
Yeah.
What about you?
You know, I grew up on a lot of the classics, like you did, Humpty Dumpty, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Jack and Jill.
Yep.
Went up the hill. That one.
Fair enough.
I also liked, a couple different things. Like I like Dr. Seuss. Greetings and
okay.
Ham.
Is
Cat in the Hat.
that a nursery rhyme?
Well,
I don't. That's
it's
I
a
guess
children's
it's the debate.
story.
It's a kind of like it's a rhyme,
Yeah,
but it's not like a.
you could read it in a nursery.
True.
Make it a nursery rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Interesting. Top golf.
Top golf.
Yes.
All right. This is completely random, out of nowhere, but I know we've been a couple times, and I read a story about the largest Top golf that's being built in, I want to say, like Augusta, Georgia, but it was somewhere in that area,
Yeah.
and
Southern.
somewhere there.
They like golf down there.
And so I wanted to know, should we do an episode? Because I know we talked about one in the car, and like doing a podcast episode in the car. Would do like a podcast episode on our way to a Top golf?
Kind of like, on the street.
Yes.
Yeah.
You didn't see any of that? I edited that out. That's fine. I'm going to do a lot of editing in this video.
Yeah.
We've talked a lot, but we also haven't talked a lot. So
Yeah.
we're definitely going to have to edit some of this stuff out. All right, final question.
Yeah.
And this is something that I thought about,
Yeah.
that I want to talk about, because I feel like we kind of touched on it in the podcast.
Fair enough.
But if you could take one of our past podcast guests to any location in the world, who would you take and where would you take them to?
Yes,
Okay.
What?
It can't be our junior host because
Well,
she's married
I don't
to
want
you.
to take her anywhere.
That is true.
You know, speaking of top golf, I'd love to take Connor. We've had him on a couple times. He was on the Christmas episode. I'd love to take Connor to Top Golf because every time we've gone to Top Golf, we haven't taken Connor. We've taken other people, but we haven't taken Connor to Top Golf. And, you know, I feel like that's unfair to Connor. So, Top Golf, Connor McCabe.
Fair enough. Of all the places in the world, Top Golf.
Yeah, probably.
Fair enough. I like it.
Who would you take?
Well, okay, this is tough because and we've talked about this a little bit. If I had to choose a spot in the world, I probably Disney World is a classic. You can always go to Disney World. I'm a sucker for Disney. I went on a trip to Israel. That was what, 4 or 5 years back, maybe somewhere in there. That was really fun. It was really cool to see stuff that was really old, like 2,000 years old or older. That was really cool to see stuff like that. I honestly, I would probably go somewhere like Australia.
Okay.
Take someone to Australia. That'd be really cool. So one of those 3 places.
But
who would I take? Who would I take?
Your pick also cannot be junior host. Addie. No, we don't want to take her.
I wasn't going to take her.
Okay.
Let me think. Of all the people we've had on the podcast, it's hard because some of them I feel like would already be there. I feel like I wouldn't have to take them. But probably if I had to take someone it would probably be Kyler.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd take him, or maybe my brother Michael.
Yeah.
I feel like he'd be good to go on a
strike
trip
my
with.
last answer. I'm going to take Kyler to Top Golf.
Yes?
Yeah. Kyler.
Fair enough. Not Connor
Not
McCabe.
Connor. Not Connor
Kyler.
McCabe. I'm never going to take him to Top Golf. But I'm going to take Kyler.
Yeah.
So, Steven,
I think, yes, Jonathan,
we've hit 50 episodes.
we have.
We're now past 50 episodes.
Yes. This, I believe this is 51.
Yeah. This should be. Right?
I think so. Yes.
When are we going to stop this podcast?
Should we tell him?
Yeah, I think we should.
I think we should.
Yeah, we let them know.
We're never stopping the podcast.
No.
It will go on forever.
Yep. We're going to be skeletons.
Mm-hmm. I think so. I think that's the only way I will be happy with the podcast.
When we figure out how to put our consciousnesses
when we figure out how to end the episode, that's when we will end the podcast.
That's
I
true.
think that. All right, I think that's a good end for the
good
episode.
one.
So yeah, thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing and commenting, listening to us ramble for about, I don't know, however long I make this. So yeah, don't forget to go down in the comments, tell us who we should have on next. If you guys want to come on the podcast, reach out to us. And yeah, we still don't have an outro, so yeah. See ya.